Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam Stuti series. Today we are starting Rudra Gita. So this Rudra Gita appears in the 4th canto, the 24th chapter, starting from shlokas 33 all the way to shloka number 68. So that's about 35 shlokas that we will cover. So this should take us a good month or so. So we'll begin with the shloka first, and then we will get into the context before we look at Prabhupada's purport. Shri Rudra Uvacha
Shri Rudra Uvacha
Jitam ta Atma Vidvarya
Jitam ta Atma Vidvarya
Swastaye Swastirastu Me
Swastaye Swastirastu Me
Bhavataradhasaradham
Bhavataradhasaradham
Sarvasma Atmane Namaha.
Sarvasma Atmane Namaha.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shri Rudra Uvacha.
Shri Rudra Uvacha.
Lord Shiva began to speak.
Lord Shiva began to speak.
Jitam.
Jitam.
All glories.
All glories.
Te.
Te.
Unto you.
Unto you.
Atmavit.
Atmavit.
Self-realized.
Self-realized.
Varya.
Varya.
The best.
The best.
Swastaye.
Swastaye.
Unto the auspicious.
Unto the auspicious.
Swastihi.
Swastihi.
Auspiciousness.
Auspiciousness.
Astu.
Astu.
Let there be.
Let there be.
May.
May.
Of me.
Of me.
Bhavata.
Bhavata.
By you.
By you.
Aradhasa.
Aradhasa.
By the all-perfect.
By the all-perfect.
Radham. Worshipable.
Radham. Worshipable.
Sarvasmai.
Sarvasmai.
The Supreme Soul.
The Supreme Soul.
Atmane.
Atmane.
Unto the Supreme Soul.
Unto the Supreme Soul.
Namaha.
Namaha.
Obeisances.
Obeisances.
Translation. Lord Shiva
Lord Shiva
addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead
addressed the Supreme Personality of Godhead
with the following prayer.
With the following prayer.
O Supreme Personality of Godhead,
O Supreme Personality of Godhead,
all glories unto you.
all glories unto you.
You are the most exalted of all self-realized souls.
You are the most exalted of all self-realized souls.
Since you are always auspicious for the self-realized,
since you are always auspicious for the self-realized,
I wish that you be auspicious for me.
I wish that you be auspicious for me.
You are worshipable.
You are worshipable
by virtue of the all-perfect instructions.
By virtue of the all-perfect instructions you give.
You are the super soul.
You are the super soul.
Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you.
Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you
as a supreme living being.
As a supreme living being.
So before we read the purport, I will just set the context and then we will read Prabhupada's very beautiful purport. It's a little lengthy purport, but it's well worth it for us to ponder over the wonderful realizations that Prabhupada is sharing with us. So in this Bhagavatam, the conversation is happening primarily here between Maitreya Rishi and Vidura. And the context here is in the 24th chapter, there is a king, there's a Maharaj by the name Barhishat. He is also known as Prachina Barhi. And it is said that he was an expert both in Karma Kanda as well as Ashtanga Yoga, which is unusual. But because he was adept at both, he was given the responsibility of being a Prajapati. Prajapati means somebody who is responsible for generating progeny in this world. So that was the responsibility he had. So he marries under the instructions of Lord Brahma. He marries the daughter of the ocean, and the daughter's name is Shatadruti. So he marries Shatadruti, and he had 10 sons. These sons, we may be familiar with them as the Prachetas. It is said that these 10 sons, the Prachetas, all 10 of them were expert in 4 areas, which is Dharma, Jnana, Bhakti, and Sadachar. Sadachar means conduct or behavior. What was the father's instructions to the 10 sons? That they should produce progeny. But before they could do that, they enter the ocean to meditate. And in the context of this meditation, they are wandering around after some time, and they come across a beautiful lake. And they describe the beauty of the lake and the surroundings. Everything is described in a very beautiful manner. And all of a sudden, they see Lord Shiva arising out of the lake along with all of his associates. And suddenly, their attention shifts from the beauty of the lake and the surroundings to the absolute beauty of Lord Shiva along with his associates. They describe Lord Shiva as being Gaurangi. Gaurang, meaning he's the color of molten gold. So, and then the Rudra Greet begins, where Lord Shiva begins to instruct them. And that is this shloka that we are seeing here. So let's look at the purport that Prabhupada writes for this particular shloka, where Lord Shiva begins by glorifying the Supreme Lord. Prabhupada writes, as soon as a devotee is inspired by the Lord to offer the Lord a prayer, the devotee immediately glorifies the Lord in the beginning by saying, all glories unto you, my Lord. So the first aspect of all of our prayers is to glorify the Lord. The Lord is glorified because he is considered to be the chief of all self-realized souls. As said in the Vedas, Katha Upanishad 2.2.13, Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam, the Supreme Being, the Personality of Godhead, is the chief living being amongst all living beings. There are different kinds of individual living beings. Some of them are in this material world, and some are in the spiritual world. Those who are in the spiritual world are known to be completely self-realized, because on the spiritual platform, the living entity is not forgetful of his service to the Lord. Prabhupada has oftentimes explained to us that because we forgot the Lord, we have come into this material world, we've taken on this body, and we are suffering. The minute we remember the Lord and remember that we are meant to serve him, then practically speaking, you're on the spiritual platform. Therefore, in the spiritual world, all those who are in the devotional service of the Lord are eternally fixed, for they understand the position of the Supreme Being as well as their individual constitution. Thus, amongst self-realized souls, the Lord is known as the perfectly self-realized soul, Nityo Nityanam Chetanash Chetananam. When the individual soul is fixed in his knowledge of the Lord as the Supreme Being, he actually becomes established in an all-auspicious position. Lord Shiva prays herein that his auspicious position continue eternally by virtue of the Lord's mercy upon him. We have to remember that Lord Shiva is not an ordinary personality. He is also a personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is being referred to here as Lord Shiva. But he is second to Lord Vishnu. So in the material world, there is usually a competition. Who comes first? Generally, the person coming second doesn't glorify the person who stands first because they are always competing. But here, Lord Shiva is so humble that he's glorifying the Supreme Lord, Lord Vishnu. Prabhupada writes, the Supreme Lord is all perfect, and the Lord instructs that one who worships him also becomes perfect. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, 15th shloka, Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. The Lord is situated as the super soul in everyone's heart. But he is so kind to his devotees that he gives them instructions by which they may continue to progress. When they receive instructions from the All-Perfect, there is no chance of their being misled. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10.10. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. The Lord is always ready to give instructions to the pure devotee so that the devotee can advance further and further in devotional service. Since the Lord gives instructions as Sarvatma, the super soul, Lord Shiva offers him respect with the words Sarvasma Atmane Namaha. The individual soul is called Atma, and the Lord is also called Atma as well as Paramatma. Being situated in everyone's heart, the Lord is known as the Supreme Atma. Therefore, all obeisances are offered unto him. In this regard, one may refer to the prayers of Kunti in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the 8th chapter, 20th shloka. Tatha paramahamsanam muninam amalatmanam bhakti yoga vidhanartham katham pashyema histriyaha. The Lord is always ready to give instructions to the Paramahamsa, or the topmost devotees of the Lord, who are completely liberated from all contaminations of the material world. The Lord always gives instructions to such exalted devotees to inform them how they can remain fixed in devotional service. Similarly, it is stated in the Atma Rama verse, the Bhagavatam, 7th chapter of the first canto, the 10th shloka. Atma Ramascha munayo nigrantha apyurakrame kurvantya haitukim bhaktim itham bhuta gunaharihi. The word Atma Rama refers to those who are not interested in the material world, but are simply engaged in spiritual realization. Such self-realized persons are generally considered in two categories, impersonal and personal. However, impersonalists also become devotees when they are attracted by the personal transcendental qualities of the Lord. The conclusion is that Lord Shiva wanted to remain a fixed devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. As explained in the following verses, Lord Shiva never desires to merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord like the impersonalists. Rather, he thinks that it would be good fortune for him to continue to be fixed in the understanding of the Lord as the Supreme Being. By this understanding, one realizes that all living entities, including Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and other demigods, are servants of the Supreme Lord. So very beautifully, Prabhupada is pointing out within the prayers of Lord Shiva, as you look at the prayers that are coming up ahead, he will clearly indicate that Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that he always wants to be the servant of the Lord. So Shiva, Lord Shiva is not aspiring to merge into Brahman. Although he is also Atmaram, he is also self-satisfied. So Prabhupada is very clearly establishing that Lord Shiva is a personalist. He is not an impersonalist. So here, the Lord is saying, Lord Shiva is saying that because you are auspicious for all self-realized souls, I want that you also be auspicious for me. Because of all of the perfect instructions that you have given, you are worshipable. You are the super soul. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you as the supreme living being. That means there is a personality here, which Lord Shiva is acknowledging. So, Prabhupada has often said, we should not try to see the Lord. Rather, we should conduct ourselves in such a fashion that the Lord wants to see us. Similarly here, the Prachetas were not looking to take darshan of Lord Shiva. They were just engaged in their tapas. But because they were so sincere in following the instructions of their father, and to undertake that instruction, they wanted to first do some purification through this tapas. Lord Shiva was so pleased that the Prachetas were meditating on the Supreme Personality of Godhead that he himself decides to give darshan to the Prachetas. So it is said that it is only through the mercy of Guru that we can get darshan of the Supreme Lord. So here Lord Shiva has come to instruct the Prachetas on the aspects of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Lord Shiva himself comes as a guru to give them personal instructions on this. So in these instructions, the Lord, and here when I'm saying the Lord, I'm talking about Lord Shiva, he's telling them, if you follow these instructions that I'm giving you, you will achieve the very perfection of existence, which is actually Krishna Bhakti or Vishnu Bhakti. And similarly, Lord Shiva is encouraging the Prachetas here to hear very attentively. And in the upcoming shlokas, Prabhupada would say how attentively we should chant, because the Lord is with us when we are chanting. So everything becomes even more powerful when you hear from the lips of a pure devotee. So Lord Shiva, as you know, he is called as Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu, the topmost of the Vaishnava, one of the 12 Mahajans. He is educating us. He is instructing us through these shlokas how we should worship the Lord and how we should be dedicated. So Lord Shiva is so humble that he is saying, I want to be fixed up in devotional service. Now, if he is one of the 12 Mahajans, he is a self-realized soul. He is a liberated soul. But still, he is bringing himself to the stage of Nishta, saying, I also want to have that kind of Nishta, firm faith in you. Why? Because he is instructing us, not because that he is at that stage. Out of humility, he is saying that. Essentially, Lord Shiva is saying, let me never forget you, my dear Lord. I want to always be at your lotus feet, and therefore I offer my obeisances to you as you are the supreme living being.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.